Hey everybody, this is Lexi. Thank you for joining me for another session. The topic of this video is going to be preparing for your session and what to expect once you get there. If you've seen my other videos, you've prepared to record one or more songs, booked your session, and are ready to go to the studio. But before going off to your session, here are some things to take care of. Be clear about the songs you're doing and the order you're recording. Have your playlist ready. This will keep you organized and efficient. Next, get all your lyrics together. Organize all of your notebooks or organize the notes on your phone. Even if you don't think you're going to need them, still keep them close by, because being in the studio for the first time can be very intimidating and you don't want to waste time trying to remember your lyrics. Put your instrumentals on a thumb drive or email them to your engineer. A lot of time can be wasted during a session if you're fumbling around trying to look for your instrumentals, so keep them all in one place to avoid this problem. Keep them on a thumb drive, email them to yourself in one message, or email them to your engineer. Bring your hard drive. The studio is not responsible for your sessions. You are responsible for your sessions. So make sure you have enough time at the end of your session to copy all of those over onto your hard drive or your thumb drive. Most studios will clear their computers every 24 hours or every other week. And you may not even return to that particular studio to record. So keeping all of your sessions on your own personal hard drive or thumb drive is a good idea because it allows you to record anywhere. Going through school, I've always been told that if your files don't exist in 3 places, they don't exist at all. So it might be a good idea to also invest in more than one thumb drive or hard drive for yourself. Make a deposit. Most studios require you to pay a certain percentage of the total amount of time, at least 24 hours before your session. If that's a requirement at the studio you've booked, make sure you confirm your time by making a deposit. Leave early to be early. Make sure you leave at a time that will place you at the studio 10 to 15 minutes before your booked session. That extra time can be spent paying off the remainder of your balance, or if the engineer decides to let you in early, the extra time can be spent setting up Pro Tools. When you get to the studio, you should be able to walk in and start right away. Your microphone should be ready. If you're recording instruments, your setup should be ready. The engineer will adjust the microphone stand to your height. The engineer may also ask you to do a few run-throughs to check the levels, and then after that, you'll be ready to record. Being in the studio is not always how the movies portray it to be. The idea of recording your song at a studio is to get that quality and to capture the best performance possible. But if you can't do that in one take, it's okay. This is not like a live performance where you're expected to hit every note the first time around. In the studio, you're allowed to make mistakes. That's the point. You do something as many times as you want until you feel you've got it right or until you feel like you've got the best. Being in the studio can be a little intimidating, especially since you'll probably have that feeling of, wow, this is my first time in the studio. I finally made it. Even if you don't think this is going to happen to you, I've seen plenty of new artists come into the studio and they fumble over their lyrics, or they're just overall nervous about performing or singing in front of me, especially being a lady engineer in front of some male artists. As the engineer, I can hear how nervous the artist feels. If you don't think that you're completely comfortable in your session and you think it's going to affect your performance, it's completely fine to ask the engineer to maybe turn the lights low, or if you need it, just take a 5-minute break. Just keep in mind that that 5 minutes is part of your studio time. Other than that, the session is about you and recording all of your songs, as many songs as you have, for however much time you booked for the studio that day. If you're recording multiple songs, try to make sure that you're keeping yourself in check as far as making sure that you're divvying up enough time to finish each song. Now, if it's not absolutely crucial for you to finish every single song that you had planned for that session, it's okay to take as much time as you want to on however many songs you want. But if it's really important for you to get at least a rough idea of all of your songs, make sure that you're setting reminders for yourself and divvying up that time equally among all of those songs. You can even tell your engineer to give you reminders. At the end of your session, you'll get your songs bounced down, which just means that you're going to get an MP3 or a WAV format. You'll copy all of your sessions onto that hard drive or thumb drive that you brought, remember? And then that's it. The process repeats. You write more songs, you book more time, you spend more time at the studio. That's how it goes. Well, that wraps it up for this topic on this video. Again, thank you so much for tuning into this session with me today. If you found this video helpful, please like it. Comment below, tell me what you liked, tell me what you found helpful. Or if you have additional questions, also leave that in the comment section. Don't forget to push that subscribe button for more content like this. Thank you for watching. Until next time.